Type 1 diabetes is a life-threatening condition caused when the pancreas does not produce insulin, a hormone which helps the body absorb glucose needed to fuel our muscles. Sufferers have to monitor blood sugar levels and give themselves synthetic insulin, using either injections or a pump.
Currently, type 1 diabetes sufferers have to repeatedly check their blood sugar levels throughout the day. But at night, as people sleep, levels can go unmonitored and may fluctuate dangerously. Now, a new device is being trialed that automatically measures the sufferer's blood sugar levels and supplies insulin as they sleep. Kyle Farhadian is one of around 30 million people worldwide who suffer from type 1 diabetes. Kyle must be careful every time he eats, even a small snack.
When you have diabetes for as long as I have, and you eat the same foods over and over again, you sort of remember what foods have what amount of carbohydrate. So I know that a slice of bread has 20 grams. 20 grams? Yeah. How does that affect you, and what do you need to think about? For every 5 grams of carbohydrate, it's 1 unit of insulin. 1 unit of insulin. Yeah.
Throughout the day, Kyle must monitor his blood sugar levels, which should remain between 4 and 8 units.
Touch it to the side like that, and in a few seconds we'll get a reading. Well, right now, if we have a look, it says I'm 8.9, which is it's a little bit high.
An implant under Kyle's skin is attached to an insulin pump, and during the day, he manually tells the pump how much insulin he needs. So why is it so important, both in the short term and the long term, to manage your blood glucose levels?
The internal chemistry of your body is like out of check, and that takes an effect on basically your whole body, all your organs and everything, and over time that can be detrimental to many parts of your body. So, for instance, you can become blind, kidney failure. The consequences can be, well, fatal. So, obviously, I don't really want that.
It's a busy life, isn't it? Lots to remember.
It is extremely busy. You can't just have a day that you don't think about it or you don't take insulin. The first time he took his injection, I cried. Oh. It's your child. You know, injecting himself isn't nice.
It's not easy to see.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
It was very hard. You know, it's a silent killer, sort of. It's something that could be happening that you don't know about. So we really need to be extremely on top of it all the time.
But Kyle is part of a trial to test a device which could revolutionize diabetes care. A team of researchers from Cambridge University are here to show him the prototype of the artificial pancreas. 3 weeks earlier, Kyle had a wireless blood sugar sensor installed. Today, he'll finally get to hook up to the rest of the artificial pancreas.
Kyle is wearing a sensor in his arm. This is taking glucose from the fluid around the cell, the interstitial fluid, and measuring it. It's being sent via this transmitter to the continuous glucose monitor screen. The continuous glucose monitor is attached via the USB cable to the computer. The algorithm inside the computer is working out how much insulin Kyle will need. And the insulin is going just under the skin.
Until now, Kyle's pump supplied a preset amount of insulin to him at night. But for the next 3 weeks, the artificial pancreas, or closed-loop system, will automatically deliver insulin at night. Nighttime is one of the most dangerous times for a diabetic, as blood sugar levels go unmonitored during sleep. Dr. Roman Hovorka heads the team which developed the artificial pancreas.
If the body is controlling the glucose, on one night it will need more insulin, on another night it will need less insulin.
So how do parents cope with the evening, especially with the very young children?
Most of them would wake up once or twice a night, every day of the year. So this shows data from our early subjects. We would like glucose, which is these red dots, to be here. This is where we would like it to be. Above that it's high, below that is too low. So you can see this is the evening meal.
So this is relatively high, isn't it? You'd like to lower it.
This is high. This is not good. And this is where we studied the subject, the same subject. This is the period, overnight period, when the closed loop was on. So you can see the insulin delivery through the closed loop.
Managed to bring the levels down.
And maintaining it. But for the time being, this technology is possibly the only tangible solutions, especially for the younger ones, to help them to live better lives.
3 weeks later, we return to see how Kyle is getting on.
Hi.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. That's basically showing that my blood sugar is 7.9, which is pretty much normal, and the arrow shows that it's stable, which means it's not going high or low. But this is obviously a lot easier, and I'd have to do less thinking with this as well. So it's almost like my pancreas is working.
Yeah. You do seem like you have a lot more energy, I gotta say.
I'm waking up with normal blood sugars when I'm on this closed loop, and I find that I have a lot more energy in school.
How do you feel about giving it back at the end of your trial?
Well, obviously I'd like to keep it because, you know, of the benefits. The only advance from that would be a cure.
Yeah.
For me, I want this to be made mainstream so I can use it, and then obviously for all the other diabetics, we'll have less deaths from diabetes. Obviously more people are going to get diagnosed. They can be put straight onto this and find that they can control it easily from the start.
Yeah.